What's going on YouTube? Welcome to the channel. My name is Fareed, and in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about some breaking news that we've just received surrounding the Cornucopias NFT staking program. Now, before I jump into that particular update, if it's your first time visiting the channel, I aim to provide you guys in the Cardano community with the latest updates when it comes to the top dApps in the Cardano ecosystem. And so if this type of content interests you, make sure to tap that like button. If it's your first time visiting the channel, consider subscribing. And if at any point you have any questions or comments about any of the content covered in today's video, then make sure to leave a comment down below. Without any further ado, what I want to talk about is the Cornucopias NFT staking program, as well as a recent video that we just saw in COPI Cafe 20 of their custom NFT domes. And so let me quickly share my screen with you guys here. And this was an announcement that was actually just released by Steve, who is one of the Cornucopias content moderators. And so if you guys are not already in their Discord, this is one of the reasons why I highly recommend that you guys check them out. Not only are you going to be able to stay up to date and ask questions about Cornucopias, but you're also going to be able to hear about all of the information as soon as it's released. So taking a closer look here, we have an official announcement. We are excited to officially announce the first official Cornucopias NFT staking program. And so again, this has been something that the Cornucopias team has been working on in the background. And we actually saw in one of the recent COPI cafes, the announcement of the first ever Cornucopias stake pool. Now, this is going to be a stake pool on Cardano, which is going to allow for you guys who own or who want to participate, with the Cornucopias project, the ability to stake your ADA in order to not only earn your traditional ADA rewards, but you're also going to be able to earn some of the COPI token, which is the Cornucopias native token, in addition to your ADA rewards. So taking a closer look at this particular announcement, it does look like this is going to be their first round of NFT staking, again, for the ADA token as well as NFTs. Now, it does state here in the announcement that the first round of staking will be for 3 months, just to make sure that they're able to test things out and that things are working as expected. And just like we've seen with, their NFT marketplace, I'm sure that, as they get more feedback from the community, we're going to see some improvements go along with this program. I know that Rob and Josh are really big into agile and the process of improving things. And so I think that it makes sense to basically start out with a 3-month process first, kind of iterate on that, and then maybe extend that after they've gotten some feedback. So that's the first bit of news that I wanted to share with you guys there. Here it says, that said, we have decided to run a shorter program for 3 months, which I just mentioned, to test things out. And then moving along when it comes to the actual rewards, right? By staking your ADA, you will earn ADA again, in addition to dripping COPI. So you're not going to be losing out on any of your traditional ADA rewards. And then by staking your land NFTs, and for those of you who are not aware, there's going to be 2 different types of land NFTs. There's going to be the traditional Cornucopias land plots, which we actually saw those get minted in early June. And then next week, I believe starting on August 26th, we are expecting the NFT sale for the Cornucopias custom domes. So if you have either of those particular bits of NFTs, you will also be able to stake them, and you will also be receiving some of the COPI tokens. Now, this will be in collaboration with Drip Drops. If you guys are not aware of Drip Drops, they're a token distribution platform on the Cardano blockchain. And so as you're earning these rewards, they will stack up and you'll be able to access Drip Drops in order to claim your tokens. Now, here it also confirms the COPI rewards will stack, so you don't necessarily have to claim them each epoch. And then here it also states the land rewards will be earned per epoch and are different amounts based on the size and rarity. And so in my last Cardano Scoop video, which I'll leave a link down to in the description if you guys have not gotten a chance to check that out, I reviewed the custom dome NFT slide deck. And in that particular slide deck, there was a lot of additional mentions surrounding the use cases of your NFT's rarity. So I'm really excited to see here that the Cornucopias team has confirmed that you will be able to earn different amounts of rewards based on the rarity of your NFTs. Now, this staking program will favor those who stake the earliest, with the most rewards being earned in epoch number 1. So again, I think this is going to be huge to get in early because it definitely states here that you're going to be able to earn a little bit more. So it sounds like early stakers will have an opportunity to basically be ahead of the game. Now it says here, we understand that the price of the land that basically was purchased varies drastically from the price on the secondary market. And so the Cornucopias team is aware of that. And what they're basically going to try to do is make sure that the way in which the rewards are distributed take into account the initial price that people paid for these NFTs. Now, what are some of the requirements associated with these particular NFTs and the staking program? The first thing is to have all land NFTs in your wallet, obviously the wallet that you plan on staking with. The second thing is going to be to use that same wallet in order to delegate your ADA. So if you're planning on delegating ADA as well as staking your NFTs, you're going to want to make sure to do that with the same wallet. Now, once you do that, that's basically it. You're going to be able to earn COPI on your staked ADA and on each of your NFT land pieces. Now, one thing to note here, to ensure that you do not miss any rewards, please plan to claim your rewards once per month on the same date. As I mentioned earlier, this will be done through drip drops, but it looks like they do want to make sure that people are not leaving their COPI token just sitting on the platform unclaimed. So I definitely recommend that you guys check that out. And then in terms of how much ADA, or excuse me, how much COPI tokens you're going to be able to earn when you actually stake, that amount is going to be 0.0125 COPI tokens per each ADA staked per epoch. And so there will also be a loyalty bonus for people who stake longer on the platform. And then you will also be able to earn ADA from the delegation protocol in addition to your COPI drip. And so again, you're not going to be losing out on your traditional ADA rewards. And then because this is using the native staking on Cardano, you're not going to have to actually transfer your ADA out of your wallet. And then you can always reclaim your delegation at any point, and there's no lockup period. So I'm super excited about this here. And the very last bit of information that I want to highlight in regards to this announcement is that the staking program is scheduled officially to start in epoch number 360. So that's going to be right around the corner, and that's going to be on August 28th. As I mentioned when I first opened up the video, the custom dome NFT sale will be taking place, I believe, right now on August 26th through the 28th. So we're going to be able to have the ability to stake those particular NFTs as soon as that mint occurs. So that's really it there on that front. I hope that you guys are able to find some of that information to be helpful. I'm extremely excited to partake in this particular process. I think that the way the COPI team has basically put the staking program together is very well thought of. And I'm just excited about it. So hopefully you guys are able to get in on this as well. And as I mentioned earlier, the people that do begin to stake early will have that advantage. All right. Next thing I want to talk to you guys about is going to be some recent footage that was just released surrounding the custom domes. And as I mentioned, the sale for those will begin early next week. So let me quickly jump back in here. And what I want to show you guys here is going to be a snippet actually coming straight from the latest COPI Cafe episode. And so if you guys are not aware, in COPI Cafe, Rob and Josh, who are the CEOs of the Cornucopias project, let me actually mute this here real quick. They basically give the community updates about the Cornucopias project on a weekly basis. So if you guys are not already following the COPI Cafe episodes, I highly recommend that you do that. Now, understanding that, I do want to give you guys a bit of information about the custom domes themselves. And so when it comes to the custom domes, the NFT land sale right now is scheduled to take place on August 26th through the 28th. Now, what we saw in previous mints was that they had 4 different tiers. They basically had an OG tier, an NFT holder tier, and then 2 Cornucopias T1s and T0 tiers. Now, in this particular mint, they're going to be following a similar strategy, and I believe they're going to have 3 different tiers this time. So they're going to have the OGs. They're also going to have the NFT holders, and then after that, it's going to be anybody else who is not either an OG or an NFT holder. Now, in terms of the total supply, I believe there's going to be about 4,000 NFTs with a total supply of about 6,000 NFTs. And interestingly enough, Rob did reach out to me. I actually had a brief question about the total supply of their custom domes, which was set at 6,000. However, we're only going to see about 4,000 of those coming up for sale. And he basically clarified that early on when the Cornucopias project was launching, that they had some seed investors basically purchase some of these domes. And so at the time of minting, I believe about 1,800 to 2,000 of these custom domes will be given out to some of the early investors. And so understanding that, there is going to be a total of 5 different sizes associated with these custom domes. Starting from the smallest, we're going to have the small, then the medium, followed by the large, and then the epic, and then the largest of them all will be the copious size. Now, just like their NFTs as well, these custom domes will have a total of 5 different rarities. And so starting from the most common, it's going to be common, then uncommon, followed by rare, then epic, and then the most rare is going to be the mythic type. And so looking forward to that as well. The fact that there's going to be such a limited supply, I think is going to cause for a lot of hype, of course, but a lot of competition as well to basically come about for this particular NFT. So I am planning on participating in this sale, and I hope that you guys are too. However, this should not be considered as financial advice, and I always recommend that you guys do your own research. Now, one last thing that I want to highlight about the custom domes is that there will be a custom dome directory. And so some of these custom domes will be public. And so in order to be able to travel to them, you're going to be able to basically have a lookup, right? Similar to like a search engine. And so that's going to be a really cool feature that I'm looking forward to seeing there. On top of that, in your custom domes, you will be able to have different advertisement spaces. And I believe that they actually gave an example of that during the COPI Cafe. And then on top of that, the Cornucopias team did confirm that they will be at CNFTCon as well as the Rare Bloom event. Both of these events are going to be Cardano based events in which Rob and Josh confirmed that the Cornucopias team will be displaying some of their demos. And so if you're looking to get your hands on the alpha version of the Cornucopias game and you want to try some of these things out and you have the ability to attend some of these events, then I highly recommend that you do so. Now, I believe that that's going to wrap it up for today's video. And so if you guys got some benefit out of this, I would really appreciate it if you guys could tap that like button. I'm doing my best to get this content out to you guys in a timely manner. And this announcement, especially surrounding the Cornucopias staking, literally happened within the last 30 minutes. And so again, if you guys appreciate this content, consider subscribing. And if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure to leave them down below. And with that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.